The Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra tries to give you the best of both worlds. The most advanced Galaxy S series yet, combined with a modern Galaxy Note. And it delivers, mostly. For $11.99, you get an S Pen built in with much smoother performance, plus one of the best displays we've ever seen. And Samsung has made a lot of camera improvements, including a larger main sensor for brighter pics, a better night mode, and more convincing portraits. Still, the S22 Ultra cost $100 more than the iPhone 13 Pro Max and $300 more than the Pixel 6 Pro. But is it worth it? Here's our Galaxy S22 Ultra review. The Galaxy S22 Ultra makes a statement with a minimalist vibe, including its sharp edges with squared-off corners and a camera array that doesn't have a clunky bump like the S21 Ultra did. The S22 Ultra is made to be durable too, thanks to its armor aluminum frame and back made of Gorilla Glass Victus Plus. And yet, the 8-ounce design is lighter than the 8.5-ounce iPhone 13 Pro Max. Some may find the slightly curved display a bit slippery, but I had no problem keeping a good grip on this handset. Your color options include Phantom Black, Phantom White, Red, and Burgundy, and I'm partial to the white because it just pops out more. The 6.8-inch Quad HD OLED display on the Galaxy S22 Ultra is simply the best we've tested, and that's for a couple of reasons. One, it's the brightest panel we've measured, as it hit 1,359 nits in our testing. While that's less than what Samsung claims, it still beats the iPhone 13 Pro Max and the Google Pixel 6 Pro. Just as impressive, the S22 Ultra covers more of the sRGB color gamut and more demanding DCI-P3 color space than the iPhone or Pixel. You still get the 120Hz refresh rate for super smooth scrolling, but the S22 Ultra can scale all the way down to 1 Hz to save battery life. I personally don't love the S Pen as I don't draw or sketch much, but if you like the idea of a stylus, the S22 Ultra will make you happy. Unlike the S21 Ultra, the S Pen is built in and it gets its own holster. And Samsung has really ramped up the performance, decreasing the latency from 9 milliseconds all the way down to 2.8 milliseconds. That's 70% faster. When writing on the display, I definitely found the S22 Ultra more responsive than the S21 Ultra with virtually zero lag. The Galaxy S22 Ultra takes Samsung's cameras to the next level in multiple ways, and that starts with a larger 108 megapixel sensor that's 2.4 micrometers, which lets in more light. You also get a 12 megapixel ultra-wide lens and dual 10 megapixel telephoto cameras with 10x optical zoom and 100x space zoom. The zoom continues to impress, letting me zero in on these geese from far away while still getting a great looking shot. Just look out for the shakiness above 30x zoom. You can also expect better low light performance without having to engage night mode. Take the shot of Star Wars figurines in very low light. Han Solo and Darth Vader are both brighter, and you can make out more of the plant in the background. With night mode turned on, the S22 Ultra captured a brighter and sharper photo of this bench and surrounding bushes when compared to the iPhone 13 Pro Max, and it was evenly matched with the Pixel 6 Pro. I'd also give the edge to the S22 Ultra in this shot of a bar cart with night mode on, as you can make out more of the decorations on the right side of the frame. Still, Samsung trails the competition in some areas, such as with this portrait. The new AI stereo depth map tech does a good job separating me from the background, but my clothes and face pop more with the iPhone. The Pixel image looks noisy by comparison. And while this shot of fruit looks bright and inviting from the Galaxy S22 Ultra, Samsung makes the pears look more yellow than green. The iPhone shot has more accurate hues. I'd also give the nod to the iPhone and Pixel with this flower close-up. The S22 Ultra struggles a bit with the petals of this yellow chrysanthemum on the right side. The 40 megapixel selfie camera did a good job capturing the detail on my face and hair while evening out the sunlight. The iPhone shot is brighter, but not necessarily better. The Galaxy S22 Ultra captures stunning video that you'll enjoy showing off. This 4K footage of a fountain in Bryant Park shows that this phone can render an amazing amount of detail, especially when you zoom in on the water. I was a little less impressed with the super steady footage I shot at a nearby park. The video remained stable as I walked up a hill, but the clip looks a bit washed out. Powered by a Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 processor, the Galaxy S22 Ultra delivered strong performance in everyday use and in benchmarks, even if it's still a step behind the iPhone. When playing Gear Club, this 120Hz compatible game offered smooth gameplay as I raced around and sometimes crashed at high speed, and I also didn't experience any stuttering when mowing down multiple enemies in Call of Duty Mobile. On Geekbench 5, which measures overall performance, the S22 Ultra turned in results that beat the Pixel 6 Pro, but trail the iPhone 13 Pro Max. The S22 Ultra is one of the best Android phones for gaming, as it notched an excellent 60 frames per second in the 3D Mark benchmark, which is 20 points higher than the Pixel 6 Pro, even if the iPhone was higher at 68 frames per second. The Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra packs a fairly big 5,000 mAh battery, but it didn't last as long as I hoped. On the Tom's Guide battery test, which involves continuous web surfing over 5G, the S22 Ultra lasted an average of 10 hours and 11 minutes in 60 Hz mode. That beats the Pixel 6 Pro, which lasted only about 8 hours, but that's still behind the 11 hours and 25 minutes of the S21 Ultra, and the iPhone 13 Pro Max lasted an even longer 12/16. The S22 Ultra supports 45-watt charging, which promises to get you to 50% in just 20 minutes. But you don't get a charger in the box. With a 25-watt charger, we got to 58% in 30 minutes, which is not bad. Based on our testing, we're really impressed with the Galaxy S22 Ultra for a couple of reasons. The display is great, the cameras are much improved, and we really like having the built-in S Pen. Is it worth $11.99? It really depends on what you're looking for. There are other great phones out there. The iPhone 13 Pro Max gives you longer battery life, faster performance, and the camera quality is a little bit better when you're not in low light. The Google Pixel 6 Pro is $300 less, with camera performance that it's about equal and sometimes better than the S22 Ultra, but it doesn't last nearly as long on a charge. If you're not going to use the S Pen, then we would say check out the Galaxy S22 Plus, which comes in at about $1,000. But if you want everything, the Galaxy S22 Ultra is definitely worth it. For Tom's Guide, this is Mark Spoonauer.